What's up? Welcome to the Ant-Man channel. It is Friday. Woo! Friday! The 20th of December 2013, and I'm your host, Ant-Man. And I got some articles here. I drink all my coffee, but that's good. I'm not drinking that much coffee today. This article that I have in front of me here is from ClashDaily.com, and it is from 2 days ago, but I saved it because I thought it was a funny article name. Christian Persecution Complex. Really? By Jeff Mullen, Clash Daily guest contributor. If you're a Christian in America, you might be surprised to learn that you've never had it so good. Does the Christian Persecution Complex have an expiration date? Asked Jon Stewart of Comedy Central's The Daily Show, because you've all been in charge pretty much since what was that guy's name? Constantine. What? He converted in, what was it, 312 AD? Well, I don't know if that was conversion, but I'm just saying, enjoy your success. Okay, I can take a joke from a Jewish comedian. Willful ignorance is something else again. Writing for an Examiner newspaper, Michael Rosh accused Christians of crying wolf over Carrie Prejean. This was the young Christian who was forced to give up her crown as Miss California in June 2009 after her response to a question about gay marriage stirred a firestorm of controversy from homosexuals and liberals. How come they're so, defensive, man? You guys can't take anything. You can't say anything bad about gay people, dude, because if you do, they start going after your whole life. They'll want you dead. And it's baby stuff, really. You guys make it a sport of calling what I believe in fake and a fairy tale, and you guys don't care about how I feel. So you know what I mean? Where's the equality there? Where's the tolerance that you guys want so bad and claim that you have? You know what I mean? It's hypocrisy, and I feel bad for you. Let me see. Rosh wrote, Christian fundamentalists are known for their persecution complex, even though I can point to no time in history where mass numbers of people ever really were persecuted in their own land because they were Christians. Ever, emphasis added. Really? Ever hear of Rome, where Christians were fed to lions for sport? How about Emperor Nero, who had Christians covered with pitch and set afire as garden torches? Only a product of fuzzy-headed liberal public school education would be capable of such an unchallenged whopper of a historical gaffe. This is an educational system that has been teaching our children for decades now that Christians, for no apparent reason other than blind hatred, invaded Muslim lands in the Middle Ages and brutalized innocent Muslim women and children with nary a mention of the centuries of persecution, enslavement, and rape, and mountains of decapitations perpetrated by the Islamic Empire, to which the Crusades were a predictable and violent response. Dude, I mean, the Middle East is probably the oldest thing going on all throughout the whole 6,000 years that we've had on this earth. There's this... They've been fighting for so long, man. The Middle East, it's just... That's crazy, Blame it on Christians if you want, but it's just kind of like code for blaming it on God, and then kind of it being an oxymoron when you realize that you don't believe in God, so why are you blaming it on a God that you don't believe in? You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, I'm making a show, and it's going to be called Atheists Say the Darndest Things. I'm going to bring back Cosby, and we're just going to make this happen, and it's going to be amazing. And we're just going to take advantage of... No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, alright? We're Christians. We're set apart. We don't do the whole reality TV show and expose ignorance and all that. But, hey, I'm trying to be your friend. Sorry. How is this kind of revisionism any more acceptable than Holocaust denial? Don't look now, but these misconceptions are hardening into popular history right before our very eyes in outright defiance of factual reality. Well, yeah, I mean... The left is they're infamous now for trying to rewrite history, and they don't even point out real obvious things about, if they argue against Christianity, they don't point out really obvious big things, Christianity is the only religion that has a set time in history. Everything in the Bible points to a time and a place, meaning that there's everything in this book, man. I'm telling you, like it'll get you thinking about a lot of things. Like reading the Bible made me go out and start reading about, like, starting to care about learning about stuff. Like when I was going to school growing up, I wasn't interested in none of that, But when I started reading my Bible, I started to realize how amazing it is. God says that it's impossible for you to know, or it's impossible for you to not see what God has created. Like it's impossible for you not to know He exists. You have to close your eyes and cover your ears for you not to be able to see it or hear it. He says that. So in other words, God doesn't believe in atheists. God tells me that He knows that you are just running away from Him because you want to live your own lifestyle. You're too lazy to either look into this stuff because you think you're going to end up in like Kenya, like on a missionary trip. It's just, it's either laziness or fear. I mean, which one is it? Are we going to draw straws? Let's see. The Urban Dictionary provides the definition for Christian persecution complex, the complex where Christians are being oppressed and persecuted, where in reality, their belief system has been dominating countries, schools, and political systems since 300 BC. Well, that wouldn't be an argument against Christianity. That would actually help our argument, because look at how far Christianity has been throughout all of time in history, man. It's amazing how much we've endured, and we're still here today, just like the Jews. It's a miracle the Jews are still around, and yet everyone hates both of us. So, me and, us Christians and Jews, we're going to hook up, man. We're going to become friends pretty soon, and we're just going to tell everyone else, like, hey, cool, whatever. You guys go that way, we'll go this way. But no, we'll want you to come this way with us. But we're gonna try to stay on that narrow path, and we're going to try to go toward Jesus. But you guys could go toward whatever, but telling you, man, that's the part where you guys don't want to hear about. That's the part you guys get really upset about. And then you try to stand on my worldview and say that that's wrong for me to say that I'm going to go to hell because I don't believe in God. Hey, man, this isn't I didn't make up the rules, my friend, and plus it wasn't made for you. You gotta look into the context of the things you want to argue about, especially when you're talking about God. If you're talking about a God who created everything, don't you want to take into consideration that you're talking about an entity or a deity that is above you and that can do things that you are not even able to comprehend right now? You think of God as like a little person, and it's like, no, my God He's so amazing that you can't even really understand the way He does things. If you try to understand the way He works, you'll go crazy probably. So, anyways, really, Christians have been ruling things since 300 years before the birth of Christ. What would they have called themselves in those pre-Christian years? X-Men? It's a barely distinguished hostility that as much as says back of the bus Christian in the very act of denying such discrimination exists. A seamless ideological fabric garbs the entire professions of public education, entertainment, and mainstream media, whose practitioners not only believe this toxic stuff, but are the very purveyors of it. The goal to promote a secular society by erasing every last vestige of a Christian nation from the collective conscience. Really? No, duh. I mean, they openly admit this stuff. The left really does openly admit that they want to get rid of Judeo-Christianity out of this country. And the way to do it is exactly the way they're doing it now, through the public school system, through the media, peer pressure, all the ways that they try to get it into your head so that it's like you never go into actually studying about it. You just believe in the mantra that everybody else is regurgitating, like, Christians start war, religion's bad, science defeats religion, when religion is really science. Well, no, Christianity really is science, and religion is really atheism, in my opinion, because it's a religion. I'm sorry, but you have a worldview as well. Even if you deny that, you have a worldview. And we already see what people who were, influenced by Darwinian evolution were able to do in the past, and that was socialize our entire society. Look at how people don't even realize how that goes on here now. Our president is more interested in our public interests in our private interests than he is in our public interests. That's not even, that shouldn't be that way. This is a socialist government, my friend, because they're more interested in who you are, what are you doing, and let me get into your pocket and this and that. But they're not really interested in your public affairs. And if they show any genuine interest in it, then it's probably not, because they just use majority tyranny like the gays and the atheists, and they majority tyrannize everyone else because it's majority rule. It's not even a republic anymore. It's like a aristocracy of a higher class ruling over and keeping us in poverty, and it's surveilling us too and watching us like a bunch of creepy, you know, corrupt government, my friend. But anyways, hope you liked my video, and I'm gonna go. God bless you. Peace out.